My brothers, what I need you to understand in this painting entitled Weary and Well Doing is that this gentleman, he's not weary. He's just chilling, being refueled inside of God's tent. See, let me tell you something. See, worry only comes by you living a life outside of God's tent. So I have a question for you. What is your tent life like? See, I define tent life as intentional devotion time. So look, behind him, as you can see, the tent doors are open. He's allowing God's presence to come in and rest. As you can see, the light is reflecting off his body, because when God comes in, he comes in as light. God is light. Some of you think he has yellow fingernail polish on. No, when God's light comes in, it changes everything. And he's holding a Bible in the left hand that you can't see. See, the only point I'm trying to make is the life that you're living now is a reflection of your tent life. This is your brother. Here, in the elements of art and principles of design, I want to talk about the value. When the value changes in color, they are called tints and shades. Tints are described as lighter than the original color. As we all can see, is that his original skin color is that of a walnut shade, but look how the tint becomes lighter at the side of his head, and the tint at the space between his neck and his shoulder. I also want to talk about the shade, which is described as darker than the original color. And as we can see, the left side of his face is not the same complexion as the left side of his stomach. It is always in the value that tells us how valuable an artist is. Now let's move along to the principles of design. Here, I want to talk about variety, which uses the art elements in an artwork that add visual interest. The visual interest that caught my attention, that it's obvious that he's leaning on something. His right elbow is definitely arched in a position that is allowing his right hand to hang on that angle. I wonder what he is leaning on, or maybe he's leaning on who we all should be leaning on, and that's the Lord. This is your brother, Opinion.